This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for June 11th, 2024. It's currently May 15th, 2024, 1:58 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $528.92, that's USD. And the shuffle video for the June 11th reading was created on May 2nd, 2024 at 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the video playing in the lower left corner. The overall theme of behavior for SPY on the 11th is a decline increasing with momentum moving forward in time. However, it is nullified, indicating it could indicate a few different things. Either there's a rally that kind of like counteracts this decline that takes place after the decline, or it could mean that it's relevant more so to the following day. We'll see that in more detail as we progress. Behavior on the highest high for the day. We have the completion of a rally. So usually when you see the completion card, it's kind of like a round turnover, like a crest that's not usually a peak in a case like that. And the behavior around the lowest low, we have a decline through multiple support levels. It's also nullified, also indicating very much the same thing, that the low is somehow counteracted by a big move. It looks to me like the decline probably continues into the day, and then overnight there's a pretty sharp drop. And then we have this move to the upside that kind of counteracts all of the decline that we had from the prior day. The move to the upside taking place on the 12th. That's what it looks like thus far. I'm advised to trade around multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. Now, I'm going to get into the hour-by-hour chart behavior, as well as timing the highs and the lows for the day, and also get into the best trades that I see. But before I do all that, I want to make sure everybody's aware. The whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. We do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. You go to the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, and 5% of the profits from every profitable trade utilizing this information should be donated forward to one of these charities, or pick a charity of your choosing, as long as you're paying 5% forward, and then 5% should be sent back to the channel through one of these links. If you're international, you can use Wise, or you can use YouTube Tips. And that leaves you at 90%. Make sure to spend that 90% out of love. As long as you follow those rules, you follow the rule of karma for the channel, the universe considers you an angel investor. It's going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get back into it. In the pre-market, we have a pop and drop, a notable move to the upside, and a full retracement of move. Not necessarily a pop and drop, but a full retracement of the move to the upside. And then we'll rally around the open, increasing with momentum moving forward into a high that takes place within a period of price swings in that first half hour, probably closer to the start of that half hour than later in the half hour. And that'll be a high there for the day. We decline off of that into the 10 to 11 o'clock hour, where there's a notable reversal, which brings us back to another high, probably slightly higher, or it's another prominent high for the day there between 11 and 12. And it's hard to say if it's higher or lower than the previous high, but it'll stand out either way as a notable high. And from that crest, we will decline to and through support, and then do a U-shaped reversal below that support, come back and reuse it as support. There's a trade opportunity. There's also actually 3 trade opportunities so far. And here's a fourth, where we have this important resistance level on a multi-day scale that's highlighted here. It's a resistance level that we failed to break through many times before. And there's a trade opportunity at that resistance level. It's an important price level, as indicated by the science card. It looks like we probably decline after multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance here between 12 and 2 o'clock at that important level. And then there's a sharp drop probably just before 2 o'clock. A sharp drop, where it starts just before 2 o'clock, taking us dropping into the 2 to 3 o'clock hour, where we likely have our low for the day. There's a U-shaped dip into a peak at an important price level right around the close. The U-shaped dip, so we dip and then that turns into a peak right at the close, and it looks like overnight or from the close or overnight there's going to be a notable decline, like a mini failure of sorts. It'll stand out as a notable decline overnight, taking us into the following day. And the sneak preview for the 12th is a period of bearish price swings and or a sharp drop that'll stand out on a multi-day scale. So as far as the best trades, so if you open up a partial short here, or you open up a whole short, either way you have opportunity probably to add to that short here. You might even want to add to it here at the high that takes place between, or so here in the morning you could probably add to it right around like 9:40ish, 9:35, and then here between 11 and 12, probably around 11:30, another opportunity probably to open up short. Then there's that sharp drop. You could probably close out for a scalp there, or you could hang tight into another sharp drop that takes place between 2 and 3. If you have good risk tolerance, I would say go for that. If you don't have the strongest risk tolerance, I'd say probably go for the first exit. But if you wanted to do a swing trade, it would definitely be, my sense is that it would be a profitable swing trade to hold that short overnight, because looks like we have a pretty notable low of some kind here on the 12th. Yeah, and there's that notable trade opportunity on the 1 month right there, which is, so I definitely, main trade for the day is I want to be looking to accumulate. I probably want to look to, I'd open up like a partial short here. If I hadn't already done so, I'd add to the short around 10:30, and then at the close, if there's another opportunity, but there might not be at the close, but if there is, I would complete the position, and I would look to close it at the open the following day there on the 12th. And that's SPY for the 11th of June. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. It really helps out the channel. But most importantly, my friends, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go. You know what to do. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.